Hey everybody, Tag Life Done Free. Hey, I'm finally back from my crazy tour all over the country. I recently spoke at a whole bunch of events all over, and my last one took me to Galt Landing, Florida. And so Food Forest Abundance has been putting in basically a campus. So it's basically this huge community place where people can learn to live a little bit freer. And I was super honored to be there. I thought I'd do a video today and kind of take you guys on a tour of the Food Forest Academy, down there, and we will look at the Food Forest. We'll look at their construction. We'll look at what they have going on, and it was great for me to go down there and see it because quite often as we build community, you feel kind of alone a little bit, like you have to, create the blueprint every single day. When the fact of the matter is, there's lots going on out there if we just take time to go see it. So anyway, if you're interested in checking out the academy and the campus that I talk about and all of the things that they have going on out there, stick around. Come on, let's check it out. So this is where I went. This is the Food Forest. This is one of the paths down in there during their construction phase. And if you can see, literally, there is food everywhere. Here's one of their drawings too. This is one of the small houses that are in construction. I'm going to show you guys lots of pictures of those. But again, food everywhere. When I arrived, one of the first things I noticed was this flag. This is flying out front. And I didn't get a chance to talk to Jim about exactly what it symbolized to him. But it kind of reminded me of the movie The Postman, how they had a different flag. Or some of the other movies that are out there. But this caught my eye right away. This was the entrance to Galt's Landing, where I went to speak. And again, this is just a little bit back of the flagpole. What I think is so cool is they made these parking spots. And in the parking spots, it's Food Forest everywhere. Really neat. They have a community area over here that's got, buildings and a place for people to get together. Let's go check it out. So they had some solar panels there and look, there's these little starts of these food forests everywhere. Looks like that's one of the new ones that they're building, and they've got 3 over here. I love this area. It's a place to community, to get together. It's got an outdoor fireplace, it's got an outdoor kitchen. So it looks to me like these are Airbnbs that people rent. How absolutely amazing is that, huh? I'm just going to follow these paths. I don't really know where it's going to take me, but we'll figure it out as we go, right? Look at all this food forest everywhere. Look at those. I'm not super familiar with the plants down here. These grow much like a willow tree grows where we're at, but I have no idea what they are. Let's go see how they deal. Look like they got some chickens and stuff up here. We'll check it out. Man, is it nice. It is 80 some degrees down here in the morning. It looks like they hang there. Well, that one's got a pretty comb, huh? I wonder what kind of, I'll have to ask Jim what kind of predators they have out here. I imagine it's many. Well, there's some turkey and some ducks. Those are royal palms. Look how pretty those are. 2 big old toms. So they've made it real convenient for people to come out here and volunteer. I showed you guys the parking spots and those kind of things, but there's a whole bunch of RV parking up here too. So if you look at these piles of solar panels, man, then there's some compost and some sand. There's a pile of mulch that even Bee'd be proud of. These are all tree starts. And it was amazing to me that there were piles of plants waiting to go in the ground absolutely everywhere. There's smaller ones that they're growing. There's obviously some that they purchased. But these are all plants because Jim's method is food forest everywhere. So he literally is going to put, food forests everywhere. It's a neat solar system. I like to point out mounts because I get a lot of questions about, how people mount them. So I don't know if that'll help anybody. But back to the plants. There were so many different species. And again, I'm not from this area, so I'm not really great at identifying them. But it looked to me to be just hundreds and hundreds of different, types of trees. And obviously some of them, look at the moringa tree. I think that's what that was. Bee'd like me to take that home with her. Here's an olive tree. How beautiful is that? Huh? I'm sure Bee would love to be able to grow olives up here. But anyway, as we continue to tour, you'll see that there are piles of these everywhere waiting to go in. They've been in construction now for about 4 years, and it doesn't look to me like they're slowing down at all. I mentioned before, they make it super convenient for people to come out and volunteer, and there's places and people everywhere, and apparently they have these volunteer days just about every weekend to teach people how to grow food forests and to help them complete their projects.
Of course, Florida, has to take its own spin on things. So, volleyball court, tennis court, all in a community. How cool is that?
There's another big solar panel mountain, guys. They had these things, absolutely everywhere, and I'm fascinated by this kind of stuff. Needs to be tied up a little bit, but really beautiful.
I bet you there was some kind of surge arrestor. I would say they needed an EMP shield, but that's just me. You know what that is?
Look at this. There's a biogas generator. This is something I would love, love, love to put in on my farm.
How cool is that? I'd like to explore that. Here's where I'm here, guys. Right here. Food forest abundance. We're going to grow freedom. I'm super thankful to be here. And it's a crowd I don't know real well other than the host Jim. So I'm hoping to make a lot of new friends. Let's go through the woods here. Let's see what we got. Is there a path?
So I'm going to take you guys through a tour of one of the food forests. And this food forest is about 18 months old, and it absolutely appears to me to be thriving. There's just absolutely something to see everywhere you go, and there's absolutely food everywhere. And look down in here. I don't even know what half this stuff is, but it is just full of life. Look at all of the butterflies, right? It is just absolutely full of life.
So amazing. I like how they've created this path to kind of walk through it. And if you noticed all those butterflies and bees everywhere, we'll follow this path and see where it takes us. Apparently Jim agrees with the chop and drop method. Look out there. All right. That would absolutely make Bee happy, warm her heart. Wow, look at this.
This is absolutely amazing. I love the food everywhere, but look at this. How incredible. I would love to have something like this on my farm.
How beautiful. Look at that. What does this mean to you? It's a police baton. No more authority. No more asking permission. No more violence. What a beautiful symbol of freedom, huh? No idea what this building. There's a lot of construction. A lot of construction going on. I think they're taking the whole community idea to a whole nother level. Jim told me that they try to specialize in a lot of recycled, material. And all these buildings seem to be going up. Look at that, there's a solar arc. Probably my least favorite solar company. Let's see if I can get in here. Bathroom. What is that? Home grid. Wow. Pretty cool. But this is a house. A house for somebody. Like I said, they're really taking community to a whole nother level. They're putting infrastructure in every day. It's something you guys hear me talk about a lot. Yeah, there's another building there. Looks like it's under construction too. Got its solar panels.
This is the future Jim Gale home, and it's beautiful.
He told me that this stuff's cheaper than building with wood, and he said it shows up on a pallet. This is all recycled metal.
I have no idea what this building is, but it looks beautiful to me. And it may just be another home. I'm not sure. I didn't get a lot of time to hang out with Jim while I was there because they were so busy. But I love pointing out construction, and I love pointing out how they do things. I found this hole in the roof interesting. I'm not sure exactly what that's for or why you would do that, but absolutely beautiful either way. I love touring buildings that are under construction. It gives me so many ideas.
Look at that pretty guy. Now, do you know what kind of turtle that is?
Yeah, it's African spur-thighed.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I've had them since they were hatchlings.
Oh, how beautiful.
Her and her sister over there. They're about the size of her head.
Hi, guys. What are you guys doing, huh? How are you? How are you? Huh? How are you? Yeah, you look different than my cows. Yeah, look at that. I know, right?
So I'm walking up to the stage here, and this is where I'll speak here in just a couple hours. And I think they just put it together with some studs from the building project. And this was their first Path to Freedom Festival out here. And I know that Jim plans on doing, a few more. But I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And it was very warm and it was very cozy. Look how cool that house is. Those decks you see up there, they're going to face the lake that's back behind me. And man, absolutely amazing. Again, I just simply can't get over that. Everywhere I went, and I walked and looked down, there was some food growing, and layers and layers and layers upon food. And you guys, I'm not a permaculturist, and we do the best that we can, and we're learning to grow inside our environment, every single day, and we're learning how to get better at it and how to make it work for us. But the folks at Food Forest Abundance, and you can find them online, super, super easy. They've got this down pretty good. What a beautiful place. Look at that big, beautiful house over there. That's one of the permanent residents that, lives here at GALT'S Landing. The other thing I really, really enjoyed is all of the different layers, phases. What I mean by that is some of the food forests were old, some were young. Like here's a brand new one. This is one they're just beginning on the side of this little lake or, this little pond. And every single place I went, there was a food forest. Now they were at different stages, but they were absolutely a food forest. And it was just amazing to walk around. I could have spent the whole day there. I wish my bride would have come with me, but had she come with me, look at that, beautiful. We'd have been at this a whole lot longer because she'd have been into every plant and, every little piece. But it's absolutely amazing to see, what can be accomplished, when you work with nature instead of against it. What a beautiful dock, huh? I'd love to have that dock. So I was walking around and look what I found. The higher side chats are here. This is a channel on YouTube and, many other places you guys can find them, but I really thought the car was cool. I know this is not permaculture related, but imagine drive that down, right? America's first conspiracy podcast. I thought it was super neat. So here's just a couple pictures I took through the night. Again, there was the stage. Here's some of the crowd. It was beautiful at night. I could have spent all night there hanging out with everybody. There was a ton of Freedom Warriors, and I was so, so thankful to be there.